In Area 51, a military convoy is transporting a highly classified package. The soldiers in the convoy are unaware of the package's exact contents and speculate about its nature. Nearby, a newlywed couple is driving on the same road. The husband gets distracted while his wife starts pleasing him, which causes their car to crash into the military truck. This results in a massive explosion that kills the couple instantly, and the classified package is thrown from the truck, landing some distance away. The surviving soldiers approach the fallen container to assess the situation, only to be attacked by a zombie known as Zeus. He proceeds to kill every soldier in his path without mercy. Realizing that bullets are ineffective, 2 soldiers try to run away. However, Zeus catches up to them and rips one soldier's jaw off before grabbing the other one to bite him. In just a few seconds, the soldiers become zombies too and follow Zeus to Las Vegas. That night, complete chaos and destruction take over Las Vegas as the infection spreads, causing most of the locals and tourists to become zombies as well. Soon, a group of mercenaries arrives to combat the zombies, both as a job and for revenge after losing their loved ones to these monsters' attacks. Even those who show signs of infection are quickly taken out to prevent further spread. The military intervenes and tries to control the situation, but the zombies multiplies incredibly fast and soon overrun the city. Eventually, the whole city is walled off from the rest of the world. A few years after the initial zombie outbreak, the government decides to nuke Las Vegas to eradicate the threat. However, human rights groups protest against this extreme measure. Former mercenary Scott is working at a diner when he's approached by billionaire casino owner Tanaka, who makes a big offer. There are $200 million under his Vegas hotel, so he wants Scott to gather a team to retrieve the money before the government bombs the city. If Scott accepts, he can take $50 million and split it amongst his crew. Tanaka gives him time to think about it, and as proof of good faith, he gives Scott the building's blueprints. Meanwhile, Scott's daughter, Kate, works as a volunteer at a quarantine zone camp. She helps her friend Gita look after her 2 kids. Gita, desperate to escape the camp and provide a better life for her children, shares her plan to join a mercenary named Lily to make some money. Kate, however, does not support this idea as it is very dangerous. Their conversation is overheard by a guard named Bert, who uses any excuse to take advantage of women. That night, Scott has a traumatic dream about his wife turning into a zombie and attacking him, forcing him to kill her in front of Kate. Overwhelmed by these memories, he decides to accept Tanaka's offer and calls him to confirm. Scott then sets out to assemble a team for the heist, starting with his old friend Maria, whom he finds working as a mechanic. Scott and Maria then visits Vandero, who is at a retirement home, and Peters, a skilled pilot. Next is Mikey, a YouTube personality known for killing zombies. Lastly, he brings in Ludwig, a master safecracker. Next day, the group gathers in an abandoned building where Mikey introduces his friend Chambers, who never killed a zombie, similar to Ludwig. Scott instructs them on how to effectively kill zombies by aiming for the head. Next, Tanaka presents a model of his casino and explains the plan. It's impossible to fly into the city without getting arrested, but they can escape using a helicopter on the casino's roof. They have 32 hours before the government nukes the city. The plan is simple: they have to get in, eliminate any zombies nearby, reach the building, start the generator to light up the casino, and then get to the vault, which is surrounded by traps. After getting the money, Peters will then fly them out. Tanaka also sends his head of security, Martin, with the team. Struggling to find a way inside the quarantine zone, Scott visits Kate for help. Initially, she is frustrated to see him after many years and refuses to help. But she changes her mind when Scott promises to give her $15 million. Despite Kate's warnings, Gita with 2 more women asks Lily to take her on her next mission. The next morning, Vandero teaches Ludwig how to shoot a gun for self-defense, after which Kate arrives and transports the entire team to the quarantine camp in a refuge bus. After revealing Lily will guide the team into Las Vegas, Kate departs. While on her way, Kate finds Gita's children alone and learns that Gita went missing during a previous mission. Enraged, Kate punches Lily, but Lily reminds her that Gita knew the risks and might still be alive. Desperate to find her friend, Kate decides to join the team, which Scott initially denies but later allows, while Lily insists they need 1 more person and chooses Bert to join them, after which, Lily leads the team through a secret passage in a container, finally reaching Las Vegas, now in ruins. Shortly after entering, they encounter a zombie tiger named Valentine. After the tiger leaves, Lily shoots Bert in the leg, explaining that she brought him to be used as an offering for the zombies, as he had been exploiting women in the camp. The team hides as the zombie queen Athena and her guard appear. She sniffed Bert, not before taken away by his guard to the Olympus casino. The team is unaware of the fact that they are being watched by Zeus, the alpha zombie. Inside Olympus, a horde of zombies eagerly awaits to feed on Bert, but they step aside when Zeus arrives. After checking Athena's belly, Zeus bites Bert and throws him to the horde to feed on him. Next, Zeus then goes into a room where he has imprisoned 𝐬𝐜𝐜 and 2 other women, throwing one of them against the wall in a show of dominance. Meanwhile, the team navigates a tunnel filled with rotten bodies and hibernating zombies. Lily warns them to avoid making loud noises and to keep lights away from the zombies' eyes. Scott leaves small lights on the ground to guide their way, and the group carefully follows these lights, ensuring they don't touch the zombies. Chambers, distrustful of Martin, makes him walk ahead. Annoyed, Martin deliberately throws a light in another direction, causing Chambers to follow it. She accidentally bumps into a zombie, waking it up, and quickly kills it with a stab to the head. Unfortunately, this wakes up 2 more zombies, which she also kills. As Chambers lowers the last zombie's body, it knocks over some trays, making enough noise to wake the entire horde. Chambers begins shooting and stabbing the zombies that get too close. The noise also wakes up the zombies in the adjacent room, forcing the rest of the team to start shooting. Amidst the chaos, Martin locks the door, trapping Chambers inside with the zombies. Desperate, Chambers jumps through a window but finds herself surrounded by a horde of zombies. Mikey tries to shoot some of the zombies, but there are too many. Overwhelmed, Chambers is quickly overpowered. With no other options, Mikey shoots the fuel tank she is carrying, ending her suffering and blowing up the surrounding zombies. The team manages to cross the tunnel and reach the casino, where they quickly kill a couple of zombies. They discover another set of blueprints on a table, concluding that Tanaka had sent another team in before them, which died trying to retrieve the money. Martin firmly denies knowing anything about this. The team then splits into 4 groups. Lily and Martin go to check the perimeter, Peters and Maria search for the helicopter, Ludwig, Vandero, and Mikey head to the vault, and Scott and Kate go to the generator. While working on the generator, Scott and Kate reconcile after many years. Once the generator kicks back to life, Ludwig's group takes the elevator to the underground floor near the vault, where they encounter zombies. They open fire, and Ludwig proudly makes his first kill. After eliminating all the zombies, they discover the dead bodies of the previously sent team, who failed to bypass the vault's protective traps. On the roof, Peters manages to activate the helicopter, but it immediately breaks down and starts emitting black smoke. Fortunately, Peters is also a mechanic and begins fixing it. On the perimeter check, Martin and Lily encounter Athena and her zombie bodyguard. However, Athena attacks, and Martin shoots a rope, and strangling her. Soon her also bodyguard springs into action, dodging bullets and overpowers Martin, but Lily saves him by shooting the zombie. After which, Martin then slowly beheads Athena, and her death cry is heard by Zeus back in the Olympus, who, enraged, drags a woman into another room. Lily, confused by Martin's actions, is told that Tanaka and the government will pay millions for the head of a zombie leader to create a mindless army for their own purposes. After wrapping the head in a bag, the team reunites in the casino. Meanwhile, Vandero and Mikey blow open the vault gate but realize it's impossible to reach the vault without triggering the traps. Vandero brings a zombie to use as bait. When the first zombie turns towards them, they kill it and bring another one, microwaving a hand to lure it with the smell of meat. The zombie follows, activating the traps, which include hidden darts, firearms, and crushing walls that pulverize the zombie. Outside, Zeus arrives on his zombie horse and finds Athena's body. He checks her stomach, roars in anger, and takes her back to Olympus, where he pulls out an unborn zombie baby, revealing Athena was pregnant. Enraged, Zeus shows the fetus to the horde, commanding them to seek revenge. In the casino, the team learns the nuke has been moved up, giving them only until sunset to get the money and flee. Desperate, they rush underground to tell Ludwig to hurry. Ludwig insists on silence as he concentrates on the complicated system of 4 locks, needing to hear every tiny movement inside the door. Kate checks the emergency exit, using a zombie hand to leave it slightly open. After intense concentration, Ludwig finally opens the vault, and everyone celebrates while packing the money into bags. While they are busy, Kate sneaks out through the emergency exit and hides in an abandoned car as all the zombies, including the Tiger Valentine, rush towards the casino. Once the zombies are gone, Kate heads to Olympus to look for 𝐬𝐜𝐜. Underground, Scott realizes Kate is missing and tries to leave, but Maria convinces him to let her accompany him. Suddenly, a zombie twists Maria's neck, instantly killing her. Scott springs into action, using both guns and a knife to kill the attacking zombies. Some are very agile, offering a tough fight, but Scott, persistent and driven by Maria's death, continues fighting until all the zombies are dead. The team, hearing more zombies upstairs, flees through the emergency exit. Ludwig and Vandero head back to the vault to grab the money, but more zombies break through the elevator ceiling. The men open fire, easily killing the regular zombies, but Zeus arrives wearing a helmet that protects him from bullets. Vandero attempts to fight Zeus hand-to-hand but is quickly overpowered and thrown aside. As Zeus prepares to kill Vandero, Ludwig hits Zeus from behind, pushing Vandero into the vault. In the struggle, Ludwig loses the vault door just before Zeus can finish him off. Martin then betrays the team, exiting first and closing the hatch behind him. He reveals that Tanaka's real goal was not the cash but Athena's head, which is worth 10 times more. Meanwhile, a horde of zombies approaches. Scott and Mikey try to hold them back with gunfire, while Lily uses an electric saw to create an alternative exit. Outside, Martin discovers that the bag he opened does not contain the head but a money-counting machine instead. Unfortunate for him, he's found by the tiger, Valentine, who ruthlessly throws him around the casino, not before eating his head off and killing him. After escaping through the wall, the team enters the gaming area filled with zombies. Scott, Mikey, and Lily fight their way through, with Scott using tables to defend himself while reloading. As zombies overwhelm Scott, he fights them off and continues shooting. Scott uses tables to gain speed and keep moving. Meanwhile, Mickey eliminates a zombie, but soon is cornered by a pair of zombies. Accepting his fate, he buys time for his friend to reach the elevator and then detonates grenades, taking out the zombies with him. Zeus arrives on this floor, mourning the loss of his zombies. Scott and Lily manage to reach the roof, where Peter struggles to get the helicopter working. Zeus appears on the roof as well. While Scott opens fire on Zeus, Lily takes out Athena's still-living head and threatens to shoot it, using it as leverage in the standoff. Zeus holds his ground while Lily instructs Scott to leave with Peter's. As Scott boards the helicopter, it finally takes off, providing a distraction that allows Zeus to throw a metal rod and impale Lily against the wall. Enraged, Lily throws Athena's head to the ground, smashing it into pulp upon impact. Meanwhile, Kate searches the Olympus building, unaware that Bert, now a zombie, has hurt her. She eventually finds Gita and the other survivors, and they attempt to flee together. Peters drops Scott on the Olympus roof, where he starts searching for Kate. Bert appears and kills one of the girls. Kate begins shooting at Bert, drawing Scott to their location. After a struggle, Kate manages to shoot Bert in the head, but Zeus and his horde return. The duo is cornered in a corridor. Kate kills some zombies but struggles against Zeus, whose helmet protects him from bullets. Running out of ammo, Kate is cornered by Zeus, but Scott arrives and detonates a grenade, causing the corridor to explode. Scott, Gita, and Kate take the stairs to the roof, where Peters picks them up. As they depart, Zeus leaps onto the helicopter. Peters tries to shake him off by maneuvering the chopper, but Zeus holds on and attacks. During the struggle, a stray bullet hits Peters, causing her to lose control. She barely manages to correct the helicopter's course and escape the city just before the nuke detonates. The explosion obliterates Las Vegas. Zeus continues to fight Scott, breaking his arm and making him drop his gun. Kate grabs a fire extinguisher and hits Zeus, but he quickly recovers and attacks Scott again, biting him on the shoulder. This gives Scott time to retrieve his gun and shoot Zeus in the head. The shockwave from the nuke catches up with the helicopter, causing it to crash, killing Peters and Gita. Kate survives and finds Scott, who reveals he managed to steal enough money to secure a future for Gita's child. As Kate says goodbye to her father, she shoots him to prevent him from becoming a zombie. She then escapes in a arriving helicopter. In the ruins of Las Vegas, Vandero emerges from the vault with a substantial amount of money. After wandering for a while, he finds a car and drives to an airport, where he rents a plane. As he enjoys his new life with gourmet food and expensive alcohol, he asks the flight attendant to toast with him. However, he soon feels dizzy and discovers a bite mark on his arm. The pilot announces their arrival in Mexico City, and the story ends. If you like the video, don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one.